And in today's video we will go over the euro US dollar short trade. This is the trade we made today on Monday on the 10th of February 2025, and we will do our top-down approach starting from the higher time frames and going forward to the lower time frames for you to understand how we approach the market today and how we manage this trade. So first of all, on the daily time frame, this is where our analysis always starts, and we focus on the price action first. So as you can see, just by following the price action, we can see that here we had lower high here, and we had also confirmed a bearish fair value gap zone here. Displacement, we had displacement also here, and then also this one, as you can see. So when you see like two fair value gap zones overlapping such as this, then of course you can just leave the one that covers both fair value gap levels. So this was the fair value gap zone, and on the daily we saw this daily low as a sell side liquidity. Last day on Friday we also closed bearish with huge daily bearish candle. So today we said we want to focus on possible short trades. Daily was confirming a bearish structure, and this is everything we had to know from the daily time frame. Moving forward to the 4-hour time frame, this is the 4-hour time frame, and what we saw today, just by following the price action, we can see that here the structure shifted to the downside. Previous swing low was broken, and on the breakout to the downside we had also a fair value gap zone displacement here, and also gapped price on the Sunday, this one. Now what we also saw on the 4-hourly, if we mark those fair value gap zones on, we also saw price retracing after we had this lower low. We had nice retracement, and we didn't have a retracement exactly 50% as we want to see, but sometimes price is too powerful. And what do we notice here? If we use Fibonacci from here to here, you can see that price didn't reach 50% area exactly. So it totally depends on how you draw it. You could also aim for most touches here, and as you can see the price didn't reach 50% discount area exactly, but in this area we had also the bearish fair value gap zone displacement here, which worked as an extra resistance, and therefore we were looking for possible shift here to the downside in order to trade potential short trading opportunity to the downside. So we can remove this Fibonacci, and if you measure, as you can see, price missed 50% discount area for a few pips, but it reached almost this fair value gap zone. And yes, daily was down, 4-hourly also, so we said we want to look for possible move to the downside. Now moving forward to the 1-hour time frame. So what do we have on the 1-hour time frame? What we have here was here the vertical line is start of the trading day. This blue box, this is the Asian session range. We have Asian session low, Asian session high, and as we were approaching the London session, we had nice move to the upside. Nice move to the upside, and price, as you can see, moved to the upside, broke this Asian session range highs to the upside, and on the way to the upside we had also price reacting, reaching those hard time frames resistance levels, the 4-hourly fair value gap zone as well, and as we were approaching also the New York session later on, price started shifting to the downside. Now of course on the 1 hourly, what we see here is also we have a bit of bullish fair value gap zone, and therefore we were not interested to trade potential market structure shift on the lower time frames exactly here, because this is the bullish 1 hourly fair value gap zone. But once the price moved higher in the London session and broke all those Asian session highs, that's where we got interested for potential shift to the downside on the lower time frames in order to look for another leg lower, targeting either 1 hourly fair value gap zone or the Asian session ranges low down there. Now this is everything we had to know from the 1 hourly. Now what do we see here? If you go to the 15-minute time frame, if you zoom out, you can see how price action was beautifully moving today. So this is the Asian session range highs, and this is the Asian session range just low. So we have low, we have Asian session high here, and as we're approaching the London session here, we had nice move to the upside. All those Asian session highs and previous highs prior to the London open were broken, and as we were getting closer to the New York session, in the London we had nice, as you can see, nice move up to the downside, to the upside, and then as we are approaching the New York session, we had nice structure shift to the downside. So in this case, what we had on this time frame was this range. Oops, let me draw again. So we had this accumulation period, we had this manipulation period, and then we had this distribution period to the downside. So we have accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution to the downside. So what do we see here on the 15-minute time frame was this beautiful market structure shift. So as we are getting closer to the New York open, we had this breakout to the downside. Market, as you can see, broke all these short-term lows. We had this high formed. We took those highs, we shifted the structure. That's where we got our retracement. So here, as we said, we had price took the previous highs in this manipulation period, and as we're getting closer to the New York, we shifted the structure to the downside. So we had nice bearish fair value gap zone, as you can see here and here. So let me draw it better. So here we had bearish fair value gap zone, we had another one here and another one here. So in this case, once we had this shift to the downside, we had nice retracement, not just to bearish fair value gap zones here, but we had also nice order block, as you can see, visible here, working as another extra confluence zone. In combination with some previous lows, previous support turned into the resistance, we had bearish fair value gap zones, we have this bearish order block, and if you go to the 1 hourly time frame as well, we can see that we had also fair value gap zone displacement in that level, in these areas. Now moving back to the 50-minute time frame, you can see where our entry was. So our entry was here after price reacted for multiple candles in the low here, and that at that resistance our stop loss above the structure, above the highs, and our target was down there. We wanted to target all those previous lows in combination with some Asian range lows here. Price moved to the downside, but it missed our target for 2 pips. It doesn't matter because we are not emotional, we are focusing on the trade management, and we don't go into thinking of like, oh, price missed our target for a few pips, we want to get rid of it. No, we want to manage this trade because each trade is unique. And as you can see, after our entry and move lower, price decided to retrace again. We had another chance. So if you like to trade second retracements, as we said, you could also take advantage of that move. Now, of course, in this case, price respected some previous lows, but our goal is to still manage the position. So as you can see, after our entry, price continue moving lower, forming lower highs. So we go from buying structure to the selling structure, and as you can see, price was moving lower, was not able to break the previous lows, and as you can see, price also took some previous spikes. Buy side liquidity spiked, was not able to close above those highs, and then it moved lower and started ranging. So because of the end of the day, we decided to close this here, close this trade with less than 1-to-1 in terms of risk and reward ratio, few pips, but anyway, we don't want to hold this trade overnight. So we manage the risk, we keep the right trading mindset, and we move forward to the next trade.